Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for joining me for a class today. Now I have got a Pilates class just for you. We have an hour-long intermediate kind of flow that we are going to go through today. It's a nice full body workout, so we will hit pretty much everywhere on the body. Of course, my beginners, you know that you can always join in, pause, take a breath, maybe step it back a little bit. I am always happy to have all levels. We will begin on our back, so go ahead and lay down. Remember friends, if you don't have time for this class right now, just add it to your to watch later list and you can join me whenever it's best for you. Now we'll start lying on our back with our feet about hip distance, and take your hands not quite by your sides, but gently off the mat so we can encourage our chest to stay nice and open. And let's just close our eyes and check in with our body and notice how we're feeling today, right now. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Easy breath out. Again, full inhale, big sigh out. One more time. Seal your lips, breathe through your nose, and let's begin just a little pelvic tip. Now, when we do our little pelvic tips or pelvic rocks, if you've not done it with me before, it's like you're gently pushing your low back into the mat and then gently arching the back. So I'm going to move my hands so you can see my back a little bit better, but I am gently pushing low back down and then I am arching away. So, of course, our thighs can kind of start to work and turn on, but I really want this to be more about your abdominal muscles. Whenever I go to imprint my spine, I think wrap the obliques, low belly down, and then I let that go. Exhale, wrap the obliques, low belly down, let that go. Just let that nice little pelvic tip happen back and forth. And then eventually find a neutral spine, and that just means to have that natural curve through the low back. And I want you to push your right hip further down. Your left hip's going to lift a little, and then same thing, other side. Just a little rock right and left. Nothing too big or crazy, just slowly waking up that lower portion of our body. And then go back to the pelvic tip, forward and back. And instead of going right and left, side to side, we're going to make kind of a circle with our pelvis. So I'm going to press my low back down, and then I'm slowly going to rock over to my right hip, and then I'm gently going to arch my back, kind of tailbone down, and then over to the left, and repeat. So just moving through your own pelvis. And if our chest opens and flares up a little bit, it's okay right now, not the end of the world. Again, you don't have to have your hands up like I do. I have them out of the way so my hips are a little bit more visible to you. Now go ahead and pause and take that circle in the opposite direction. And if you're having kind of a sad low back day, this always feels good in my spine when my low back needs a little love. Now eventually, come back to a true imprinted spine, low back touching the mat, belly button in, wrap the ribs and press them in towards the middle of your body. Reach your hands over your head without flaring the ribs, without fanning them open. Now, maybe your hands can't actually touch the ground like mine are, that's okay. Gently push down into your heels and think about growing long through your side body. It's like someone is holding your hips in place and someone else is pulling your wrist away from your body. Take a big deep inhale and stretch longer through your right hand, right side. Exhale, let that go. Stretch longer through your left hand, left side. Let that go. Stretch equally through both and relax. Do it again, side to side, just like that. Right hand, right side. I press more through my right foot and release. Left hand, left side. Release. Equally through both. Now hold there for a moment, soften the shoulders down the back. Keep your low back touching the mat and take a nice big inhale. Big breath out, cinch your waist a little bit. Press into your heels, lift your pubic bone up, roll one vertebra at a time all the way to the top of our bridge and pause. Now keep space between chin and chest, nose pointing to the sky. where your thigh and your glute connect. If you've taken classes with me, you know I call it the thut, the thigh butt. Squeeze your thut, push your hips up just a little higher. Wrap the ribs in a little bit more. Cinch your waist like you have a belt on and it got one notch tighter. Take a big inhale. Exhale from the sternum, roll all the way down to the mat. Inhale, immediately pick your pelvis right back up. Return to the top of your bridge. Exhale, roll all the way down. Inhale, tip the pubic bone, rise back up to the top of your bridge, and then roll gently down. 2 more up. Exhale down. Last one up and pause. Hold there for a moment. Envision there's a ball between your inner thighs. Give it a little squeeze, not as if we're knocking our knees together, but just activating the inner thighs. Take a big inhale. Drop your right hip lower than your left. Lower down, still from the sternum, but your right hip will hit first. Your left hip will follow. Roll up through the center, find the top of your bridge again, pause, squeeze your imaginary ball, shoulders down the back, drop your left hip, slowly roll down, left hip hits, right hip follows. Let's do that again, side to side. And again, this is one of my favorite things to do when my low back is feeling kind of tense or I've got some pain there. So this is a great sequence when we need to give our lumbar spine a little love. Slowly lower down, find your center pause. If that feels good and you want to do it more, that's great, you go ahead. But otherwise, take a moment, imprint the spine, squeeze your imaginary ball, and take your fingertips straight up to the sky. Shoulders down the back, chest nice and open. Pretend there's peanut butter or quicksand all around our hands. Take a big inhale. Exhale, push the hands down, activating the arms. Inhale, lift them back up. Now I could just flop my hands down and up without really thinking about it, but I am turning on the muscles. Exhale, push the peanut butter, inhale, lift. If you really wanted to, you could grab a set of weights here and do some weighted arms, but I can keep my muscles nice and turned on even without those weights. One more just like that. Now pause with your hands down by your side, flip the palms so they're facing towards your body, open up across your chest. Inhale, slide your hands open to a T. Exhale, pull them down. As you pull the arms down, I think about my upper inner arm kind of reaching towards my rib cage. So I inhale, open, exhale, I hug my arms to my ribs. I inhale, open, I cinch my waist, wrap the oblique muscles in. 2 more, open, exhale, close. Flip the hands, press them down by your sides. Keep that activation. Immediately lift up into your bridge. Again, pause. Squeeze your thud. Trim your waist. Push your hips up just a hint higher. Take a big deep inhale. And then slowly lower down. Again, inhale, tip the pubic bone, rise to the top of your bridge, pause. Exhale, slowly roll down. Notice if your shoulders are trying to lift away from the mat. Can you resist that feeling right there? Press them deeper into the ground as we lower. 2 more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, right back down. This time, lift the hips up and pause. Press down into your palms, the backs of your arms, the backs of your shoulder blades. Push the hips up higher. Circle your hips to the right 5 times without letting your hips wave. So we go down and around, exhale, up center. 4 more, down and around, exhale, up center. 3, 2, 1, pause, center, reverse to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, hands down, shoulder blades down, keep them active, space between chin and chest. Roll down, find your imprinted spine, pause, keep the low body just as active. Take an exhale, pick up your right foot, point your left toe. And from here, we're just going to switch. Big inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Almost think about grazing the inner thighs towards one another. They do not actually have to touch, but I just want us to be mindful that we are keeping our legs in a parallel line. Exhale as you switch, inhale as you pause. 2 more sets. Last set. Last one. Both toes down, immediately lift back up into your bridge. Hold, shoulders down, nose high, squeeze your thud, hip circles again to the right for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 to the left. How even can you keep your hips? Now mine might come a little bit out of alignment because I am human too, but the goal, last 1 to the right, is to keep both hip bones even with one another, like you almost have a tray that's sitting on top of them. Last 1 to the right, pause, go left. 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1, pause, center. Take a big inhale, roll all the way down to the ground. Keep the low body working. Take the hands behind the head, elbows wide. Exhale, curl up and pause. Now envision there's a heavy kind of ball or weight sitting on your tummy. Fold from the sternum, look over your kneecaps. Take a big inhale, pick up your right leg, point your toe, and little switch. Again, as we switch side to side, I'm trying as much as I can to keep my low back touching the mat, folding from my sternum, looking over the horizon of the knees. And it's more like my thighs are moving than it is my knees and my toes. My knees and toes are moving in space, but I'm hinging from the hips. 3, 2, last 1. Both legs down, head and chest down, pause. Take a great big breath, exhale, curl up again, hold. If we need to keep both hands behind our head, we absolutely can. If not, let's reach our right hand away. Reach longer through the right hand, curl up a little higher. Inhale, lift your hand above your knees, exhale, push down. Inhale, lift your hands above your knees, exhale, push down. Each time I push down, I cinch my waist more. I gently push into my heels, making sure my hamstrings are working as well. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more. Last one. Hold there. Flip your right palm, open it off to the side. Exhale, trim your waist close. Really think about your left oblique, that left side tummy, helping to close the hand in. I press down through that left side so I stay nice and stable. 2 more. Last one. Hold right there. Flip the palm, curl up a little higher. If we need to, pause and set our head down, go for it. If not, take the right hand back, the left hand away, fold a little higher, press down through your heels. Inhale, hand up, exhale down. And just like I talked about when we were just moving our arms, I could kind of flap that hand around, but I am being active. I am reaching my fingertips further away. I'm pretending that there is peanut butter around me. It would be hard to push up, hard to push down through the peanut butter. Last one, bring the hand down, pause, elbow wide, flip, open, exhale, trim, closed. Inhale, open, exhale, cinch the waist, close. 3 more, and 2. Last one, hold there. Both hands back, take a big breath. Exhale, lift a little higher, lower down, hands by your side, shoulders open, lift up, find your bridge, pause. Squeeze your shoulders down your back, hip circles to the right. 5, 4, 3, and 2. 1, reverse. 5, and 4, 3, and 2. 1 to the right. 5, and 4, 3, and 2. 1 last time to the left. Here we go. 4 more, and 3, 2. Last one. Find your center, lift the pubic bone up a little higher, take a big breath, roll all the way down to the ground. Now again, let's lift our fingertips up to the sky, shoulders down the back, take a big inhale, exhale, imprint the spine, lift up, pick up your right toe. Now from here, reach the fingertips further away, point your left toe, and go ahead and switch again. almost graze those inner thighs. Notice if you need to fold a little bit more or pull the navel in. If you need a hand behind the head, you can of course take it. Exhale, switch, exhale, switch. Pull the navel in a little deeper each time we do so. 4 and 3. 2 more. Last one. Both feet down, pause, lift both hands up higher over the knees, exhale, push down. Lift both hands up over the knees, exhale, push down. 3 more up, exhale, curl, push down. 2 more up, exhale, push down. Last one, push down, pause, flip the palms, open them to a T, exhale, trim the waist close. Open out to a T, exhale, trim the waist close. If you need a hand behind your head, take it. Maybe pause, that's okay, you can always reset. I'd rather you do that than feel cramping through the neck. We need to feel this in our tummy muscles. Last one, open, exhale, close. Lower the head and chest, open up across your chest, find that big, beautiful space there, and once more lift up into your bridge, hold, squeeze your thigh butt connection point, push the hips a little higher. Inhale, send your hands over your head. Reach long from your kneecaps through the body, out your hands reaching out and away from you. Take a great big full inhale, big breath out. Slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Find that lovely imprinted spine as you arrive. Inhale, immediately lift right back up. Find the top of your bridge. Slowly lower down one vertebra at a time, and then lift right back up to the top of your bridge. Take it at your own pace. No hurry, no rush. 2 more. Last one. Hold right there, keep your low back touching the mat. We're gonna take our hands off to the side, more in like a low diagonal kind of V than a true T, only because most of the time as soon as I tell someone to do a T, everyone's hands go above their shoulders. We don't want the hands above the shoulders, we want them a little lower. Feel your low belly touch, pick up your right leg, pick up your left leg. Squeeze the inner thighs together. If there's a little space there, that's okay. In fact, if you know you like space and you have like a ball or a block and you can put that between your knees, that is a great use of our props. But either way, navel to spine, shoulders and hands are actively pushing into the ground. Inhale, take a little twist over to the right. Exhale, pull yourself center. Inhale, a little twist over to the left. Exhale, cinch the waist, pull yourself center. Inhale, over to the right. Exhale, return. Over to the left. Exhale, return. Each time I return, I really think about, again, wrapping our tummy muscles in, pulling my navel to spine, feeling, those big, deep tummy muscles doing so much work for me. One more set, side to side. There is no hurry, there is no rush. Last time to the right. Last time to the left. Pause. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Feel your low back really press down. If we're arching, we need to reset. And then from here, friends, again, reach the fingertips up to the sky, shoulders down the back. Exhale, curl head and chest up. Flex both feet. Straighten your right leg away. Exhale, pull it in. Straighten your left leg. Exhale, pull it in. As we go back and forth, it's not about how fast we go. It's moving mindfully and in control. If we are moving so fast that we're just flapping those legs around, I want you to pause and go a little slower. Usually slower is hard in our Pilates class. 2 more. Last set. Last one to the left. Pull both legs in, pause. Curl up a little higher. Inhale, reach your fingertips over. If it is too much to have our legs lifted, we can set our legs down and that'd be perfectly fine. Toes can be pointed, flexed, or soft at this time. Touch your thumbs together. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift up a little bit higher. Inhale, tiny drop back. Squeeze your inner thighs, lift up a little higher, tiny drop back. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower. Last one, curl up, pause. Take a great big breath. Set the feet down, lower head and chest down, hands back off to the side. You can shake out the neck, a little wiggle there. Take a breath. Pick up your right leg, pick up your left leg. Squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Again, a little rotation over to the right. Pull yourself back. Little rotation over to the left. pull yourself back. As we go right and left, again, think about your obliques helping. We're gonna add a little bit more on if we want to. If it's too much, you can just keep going side to side. Rock over to your right, and now move your thighs away from your body. Return to center, pull them back straight up the center. Go over to the left, drop the thighs away. Exhale, pull it back up to center. Over, down and around. Exhale, up. Over, down and around. Exhale, up. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another, or squeeze your ball or block if you've got one of those. One more set. Last one to the right. Last one to the left. Pause. Keep the inner thighs touching. Reach your fingertips up. Take a breath. Exhale, curl up. Again, reach your hands over your knees. Touch your thumbs together. Curl up a little higher. Now from here, take a big deep inhale. As you exhale, I want you to circle and twist down to the right. Inhale, lift up. Circle and twist down to the left. Inhale, lift up. You can think of yourself as making a lovely little rainbow, because when we have fun images in our head, it makes Pilates more fun, right? You can smile when it gets hard. Know you're doing good things for your body. You can glare at me, and that's okay too. Squeeze the inner thighs. Like I said earlier, you could set the feet down here. They don't have to be lifted like mine. One more set. Last one. Pause. Come back to center. Feet down, hands down. Press down into your low back. Take your hands over your head. Find a nice big stretch. Sometimes it feels nice. I know this seems kind of silly and not a big thing, but I like to hook my thumbs, fan my fingertips apart, and soften the shoulders down the back. Keep that feeling, and it's like I'm tugging my thumbs away from each other, reaching my pinkies away. Inhale, lift up. Find your bridge pose again. Press down into your heels, shoulders down the back. Squeeze your thigh butt connection point a little bit more. Take a big, deep, full inhale. Big breath out. Roll all the way down, slow and steady. Keep the shoulders connected to the ground. Inhale, immediately lift right back up. Find the top of your bridge. Scoop the tummy. Squeeze an imaginary ball. Squeeze the butt so hard you could hold a pencil there. Roll all the way down to the ground. Again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll all the way down to the ground. Pause. One more time. Take your hands by your sides, pick up your right leg, pick up your left leg, seal the inner thighs together. If we want to go deeper, we can extend our legs long. If that's too much today, you keep them bent, that's a-okay. With our legs straight and long, slide them over to the right, exhale, pull them center. Slide them over to the left, exhale, pull them center. Right, exhale to a center, left, exhale to a center. And now if we want to go deeper, right, down and around, exhale up center. Do you see, I'm not really taking my legs super duper low because quite honestly, it's hard. You don't have to drop the legs so low to the ground to get that great big tummy engagement. It's much more important that we stay in control. Now, if you have the range of motion and the ability and strength through your low body to take your legs lower than what I'm doing right now, you absolutely can. But we do not want to arch our back at any point. We don't want to, undo any of all that goodness we've done for our low back in today's sequence so far. Last one, hold right there. Take a big breath. Set the feet down. Find your imprinted spine. Reach your fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, curl up. Reach past your reach past your hips with your fingers. Fold a little higher from the sternum, low back down. Pick up your right leg. Pick up your left leg. Little 100. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. You can always set a foot down or both if you want to and just focus on the upper body. That would be perfectly fine. If it's too much to have the legs lifted, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. We're halfway there. Think about high-fiving someone behind you. Keep the arms long and really press those palms down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Last one. Hold right there, pause. Reach your fingertips up over your knees. Take a great big breath. Exhale, tiny curl up, tiny drop back. Exhale, tiny curl up, tiny drop back. 3 more, little up, little down. 2 more, tiny up, tiny down. Last one. Set the feet down, set everything else down. Take a little sway, a little wiggle. You're doing fabulous. Press your low back into the mat. Take your hands high over your head. And then pull your right knee into your chest. Give your leg a little hug, a little squeeze. You can elongate your left leg down the mat. It might not fully straighten like mine is. It's okay if it doesn't. Circle around in the ball and socket joint there. Opposite direction. Set your left foot on the floor, cross your right leg over, find that little figure 4. That might feel delightful on its own. We can stay there. It can also be nice to take a bridge right here. So just like we usually would, press down, lift up, push the pubic bone up to the sky, lower all the way down, and then maybe pick up your left leg. We can feel this in different places in our body, so know that if one side feels totally different than the other, that's normal. There's nothing wrong with that. Set your feet slowly back down on the ground, and then go ahead and hug your left knee into your chest. Maybe elongate the right leg. Give a little extra pull, extra squeeze. Maybe circle both directions. And then like we did, we can cross it over, find that figure 4, shoulders down the back, lift up into your bridge. I will be honest, this always feels so good to me. I could hang out here a lot longer. You can too if you want to. And then maybe pick it up, take an extra little stretch. If we want to, you could keep your foot on the ground for the figure 4 and that'd be perfectly fine. Unravel. And then finally, one more time, both knees in, take a little rock and roll up to a seat. Now, let's go ahead and sit tall and straight and just for a moment check in with how we're feeling. Hopefully we feel the middle of our body has already gotten a nice start to our workout. Roll the shoulders back, lift the head and chest up a little higher, pull the navel in. Big deep inhale, both hands lift high. Exhale, flip the palms, push them down. Big inhale, both hands lift high. Exhale, flip the palms, push them down. Both hands lift up overhead, pause. Clasp the hands behind your head, push your elbows nice and wide. Think about pushing your head into your hands into your head, and then sliding your ears up a little bit higher. Take a big breath, and a little twist to the right. Inhale, look forward, a little twist to the left. Inhale, look forward. Now drop your right elbow, lift your left, fan open the ribs. Come back to center. Same thing, other side. Come back to center. Open your legs out in front of you, about as wide as the mat at first. Find your sitting bones attached to the ground, lift out of the waist. Now, if there's a bend in your knee, that's okay. What's more important is keeping our back as straight as we possibly can. Reaching our hands up once more. Rotate the pinkies towards one another, lift up and out of the waist. Almost think about pressing your thighs down into the ground, or like the hamstrings, the back of the legs down into the ground to stabilize. Exhale, twist to the right. Reach your right hand back, your left hand forward. Inhale, unravel, both hands up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, both hands up. One more time, twist to the right and pause. Now, rotate your right hand back, thumb is pointing down. Reach for your right pinky toe with your left hand, and then start to round and hinge forward so we find the beginning of our little saw shape. Pull the navel in. Maybe tuck the chin to the chest a little bit. Take a big inhale. Pulse towards your pinky on a count of 3, 2, 1. Pause. Belly button in. Fingertips reaching away from each other. Pulse and exhale. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lift up. Take both hands high. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. And again, we're going to rotate that back hand, reach your front hand towards your front toe, and then we start to round and lengthen through the back. I'm opening up through those vertebrae. And then little pulses. 3, 2, 1, pause. Again, 3, 2, 1, pause. Last one, 3, 2, 1, roll it up. Both hands lift high, rotate the pinkies to touch, lift a little higher, take a hinge. Flex your feet, stick your butt out behind you. Make sure you're tucking the chin in. I was looking up. That takes my neck out of alignment. I'm not perfect either. Reach long as like someone is pulling your ears towards the corner of the room in the direction of your hands. Take a big inhale. Forward fold over your legs like you've got a beach ball in front of you and you just draped over it. And then slowly roll yourself up. Walk your feet together. And again, if there's a bend in the knees, that's okay. But I want us to try and draw those inner thighs to touch. It's like I'm squeezing a piece of paper between my inner thighs. And then I'm pressing down into the ground with the backs of my legs. One more time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, lift. Flip the palms, press them down, bring your hands back behind you. I'm gonna point my fingers towards my hips, towards my booty, but if it feels better to take your wrists in a different way, that's okay. All I want us to do is roll the shoulders back, puff the heart and chest up, just a little stretch. And then bring your back into alignment. Now it's like a nice long flat back. Press down through your heels, take a big inhale. Exhale, can you pick your hips up, a little reverse plank. Inhale, set the hips down. Exhale, cinch the waist, little reverse plank. Set the hips down. 2 more, exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Last one, lift up. Hold, pause, take a big breath. Set everything down. Scooch to the front edge of your mat a little bit. Bend your knees, plant your feet into the floor. Sit tall, sit straight, shoulders back, head high. Take your hands out in front of you. You're holding an imaginary heavy present. It's so heavy, give it a big squeeze, turn on your arms. Take a big inhale. Big breath out. Inhale, tip back into your Pilates C-curve. Rock off your sitting bones. Exhale, chin to chest as you roll yourself up. Tip back, slowly roll down. Exhale, curl, roll it up. 3 more just like that. 2 more. Tip back, pause. Hold right there, kind of like that rainbow shape we did. We are going to lift our hands up and then press our present down to the right. Inhale, lift our present up, press down to the left. Back to center, roll up. Again, back we go. Let's go left first. Inhale up, right. Back to center, roll up. Again, tip back, lift, exhale, right. Inhale up, exhale, left. Inhale up, roll back. Again, tip back, press down through your heels, exhale down. Inhale up, down. Inhale up, roll it up. 2 more sets. There we go. And then left, right, back up center, pause. Take an easy seat, lift up and out of the waist, hands behind the head, elbows wide, twist right, return, twist left, return, stretch over to the right, pick up your left elbow. Bring it back, stretch over to the left, pick up your right elbow, bring it back and release. Go ahead, set your heels back down. Find the beginning of our Pilates C-curve, stomp into your heels, feel the back of your hamstrings work. If we are crimping up through the front of our quads, up into our hips, we're probably not utilizing our hamstrings or our tummy as much as we need to. Pause, reset if that's happening to us. Squeeze your imaginary present, lift a little higher, take a big deep inhale, press down into your heels, tip back, hold. Big inhale, exhale to the right, pause. Now reach your fingertips a little bit further away, take a great big breath. I want you to lean back a little further and roll up a teeny bit to this starting place. So we lean back a little closer to the mat, exhale, little curl up. Lean back, exhale, cinch the waist, curl up. 3 more, lean back, exhale, curl up. 2 more, lean back, exhale, curl up. Last one back. Exhale, curl up, reach your hands up and over to the left, same thing other side. I tip back further, I cinch my waist, lift. I tip back further, I press into my heels, lift. 3 more down, exhale, scoop the tummy up. 2 more down, exhale, scoop the tummy up. Last one back, exhale up, hands up and over to the right. Again, back, exhale, curl. Inhale back, exhale, curl. Press down through the feet. Make sure the back of the legs are working. Last one. Up and over to the left. Little back, exhale up. Little back, exhale up. 3 more. And 2. Last one. One more set. Over to the right. Exhale back and curl up. I said that incorrectly. I hope you did the right thing. Inhale back, exhale, curl up. Inhale back, exhale, curl up. 2 more. You got this, friends. Last one. You look so beautiful. Up and over to the left. Last time. Back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Up and over, down, roll up, take an easy seat, both hands lift high. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Press your head into your hands into your head. Slide your ears up a hint higher, take a big breath. Twist right. Inhale, look center. Twist left. Inhale, look center. Again, right elbow down, left elbow high. Pull yourself back. Same thing, other side. Pull yourself back. I'm not going to lie, that felt so good. I could do it again. You could if you wanted to. One more time. Feet in front of us. Hands out in front of us. Take a great big inhale. Tip back into your Pilates C-curve. Pause. Hug your imaginary present. Give it a great big squeeze. Scoop the tummy a little bit more. Now, I want us to keep our hands level this time and just take them over to the right. Now, from here, can we move just our right hand? I'm going to open my right hand up. Exhale, hug my present. Open my right hand up. Exhale, hug my present. You can watch your knees. They should stay in line with one another. One shouldn't be knocking in or kind of falling to the side. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one, open. Exhale, close, pause. Slide your hands back to center. Pull the navel in, big inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Reach a little longer. Hug your imaginary present. Slide the hand open. Exhale, close. Slide the hand open. Exhale, close. 3 more, open. Exhale, return. 2 more, open. Exhale, return. Last one. Bring it back, pause, return center, hold, stomp into your feet, reach your pubic bone kind of almost up towards our belly button as we reach our sacrum down to the ground. Take a big deep inhale, roll all the way up. This time elongate the legs about as wide as the mat. Sit tall, sit straight, both hands lift high. Twist to the right. Inhale, hands up. Twist to the left. Inhale, hands up. One more time, twist to the right, pause. We're gonna do our little saw again. Flex the feet if that feels good. Rotate your back hand down so thumb is pointing down. Front hand reaches towards your front toes. Curl and extend over. Navel to spine. Open up through the back vertebra. Take a big inhale, little pulse. 3, 2, 1, pause. Again, 3, 2, 1, pause. 2 more, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Reach your fingertips so far apart as you do it. Roll up. Both hands lift. Twist in the opposite direction. Back hand points down. Front hand reaches for your front leg. And then we curl. It's that same kind of feeling of having a beach ball underneath there. I'm not going for a flat back. I could flatten out my back. I am curling. I am pulling in. I am opening up the back of the body. And little scoops, little pulses. 3, 2, 1. Pause. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Tone that tummy. 3, 2, 1. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Both hands lift nice and high. Walk the feet towards one another. Rotate the pinkies together. Lift a little higher. Take a small hinge. Stick out your tush behind you. You do not have to take your hinge as deep as I did. You do see, though, that I'm mostly lifted. I'm not really reaching my head, my face, my chest to my thighs. Instead, I'm more pushing my fingertips away. I'm sending my head further away from my body. Take a big inhale. Now, forward fold. roll yourself up. Take your hands back behind you. Open up across the chest. You can open your legs. You can keep them together, whatever feels most natural. Big inhale. Exhale, push up, reverse plank. Inhale, set the hips down. Exhale, reverse plank. Inhale, set the hips down. 2 more. Lift, cinch your waist, and drop. Last one. Lift, cinch your waist, and drop. Pause. Now we're going to keep our legs extended. If this ends up being too much and you want to rebend the knees, so we're back in more of a kind of that beginner kind of Pilates C-curve shape. Not really a beginner exercise that we did, but a nice modification is to rebend the knees. I'm going to keep them straight. We're going to take our hands out in front of us, sit tall and straight. You might flex your feet, you might point your toes, whatever feels most natural for us, but my thighs are kind of pressing down into the ground behind me. I'm lifting up and out of my waist to start. And then like we began with our lovely little Pilates C-curve with our bent legs, inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, up we go. I keep that Pilates C-curve until my shoulders are over my hips, and then I sit tall and straight. Tip back, round, hug your present, lift. One more, tip back, round, exhale, hug your present, lift. Now tip back and pause. And again, if it's too much to have our legs straight, it's okay. Squeeze the inner thighs together, pull the navel to spine. It's like I'm pulling my pubic bone up towards my belly button and pressing that sacrum down. Lift your hands up, and then little rainbow down to the right. Inhale up, down to the left. Inhale up, return center. Tip back, pause, lift, down to the left, and up, down to the right, and up, bring it center. Down we go, lift, exhale right, exhale left, and center. Tip back, pause, lift, go to the right, and left, back center. Keep the shoulders down the back, squeezing our thighs, lift to the left, and right, back center. Tip back, squeezing our thighs, pull the belly button to the right, and up, and center. Last one, here we go, down left, right, and center. Pause, squeeze the inner thighs, pull the navel and shoulders back, head high, take a great big breath. Immediately tip back into that lovely C shape again, cinch your waist, take a big inhale, lift up, bring your present down to the right, and then little lean back, little curl up. Little tip back, squeeze, little curl up. Inhale back, exhale, tone and lift. Inhale back, exhale, tone and lift. You got this, friends. Down we go, exhale, lift. Down we go, exhale, lift. Last one down, pause. Squeeze your inner thighs, hand up, hand over, reach out. And then again, same thing, other side, little back, exhale, curl up. Little back, exhale, curl up. Back we go, tone and lift. Back we go, tone and lift. Last one. Hands up and over, roll and sit up. Take your legs about as wide as your mat. Both hands reach high, flex the feet or point the toes. Take a big inhale, twist to the right. A little bit different than we have done. Lean back, touch your right hand to the ground, lift your left hand high. I'm going to give you permission to roll the shoulder, puff the heart and chest, look up to the sky for a nice stretch. I am imagining someone is pulling my left hand up and I'm puffing my sternum up. Let that go, belly button in, find your long straight spine, both hands lift, same thing other side, find your great big open stretch, and then left hand down, right hand high. I roll the shoulder back, I puff my heart, my sternum up. Oh, that feels so nice right now. Relax your legs a little, let that kind of cramping sensation go if that's happening for you. Take a big inhale. Slowly bring your spine up, back in alignment. Both hands reach high. Walk the feet together. Flex your feet. Lift higher. Take a small hinge. Think about sticking your tushy out behind you, and you can see that I immediately lifted my chin. It's just a natural reaction for me, but I know I need to pull my chin down a little bit and keep my spine in line. Our neck is part of our spine. We don't want to crane it. Take a big inhale. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. You don't have to actually touch your toes. You might have that range of motion or maybe not. Let your head be heavy. Dangle it yes and no, left and right. Hands to thighs, roll yourself up. Hands back behind you once more, shoulders nice and open. Take a big inhale, press down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, press down, lift up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press down, lift up. Hold right there. Squeeze your thigh, open up across your chest, cinch your waist, take a big deep full breath. Lower the hips all the way down to the ground. Now one more time. Go ahead, you might point your toes, you might flex, but feel your sitting bones connect. There can of course be a bend in the knee. Grab your present. It's so heavy, give it a squeeze, turn on all of your muscles, sit tall, sit straight, take a big inhale. Tip back, find your Pilates C curve, hold, smile. We love it so much. Flip the palms, press down into an imaginary table, simply twist to the right. Inhale, come back center. Twist to the left. Come back center. Again, twist to the right. Come back center, twist to the left. Come back center. One more time, right? Last time left. Now pause, flip your palms, you're holding your present again. Lift up. Now a little bit different, we're going to dip down, just like we did before, and I want you to circle up and over, pull it back up, all the way to center. That's a little bit bigger than what we've done before. If you need to set your feet down, that's okay. Tip back, pause, drop it down, lift it up, exhale over. Tip back, pause, bring it down, lift it up, exhale over, tip back, pause, left, up, exhale over, last time to the right, last time to the left. Hold, sit up tall, sit up straight. Go ahead, walk your feet and take your hands behind you. This time reverse tabletop, press down, lift up. Push the pubic bone up to the sky, open up across your chest. Now, typically speaking, I would say keep your head up. If you want more of a heart opener, because we might want to feel a little bit more of a stretch to the front of our body, you can push into your pubic bone, maybe lift your chin up a little higher. I wouldn't go for something too crazy and big. I'm just really trying to squeeze my thigh, push my pubic bone up, and open up across the front of my psoas, across the front of my hips. Lower all the way down to the ground. Walk the feet open. Take the hands behind you. Again, lift up into reverse plank pose. Now you might point the toes this time. I feel like I get more leverage if I really want to lift my pubic bone and find that kind of openness across the front of my hips. Take a big inhale. Lower all the way down to the ground. Fabulous job. Take an easy seat. Sit tall, sit straight. Both hands lift nice and high. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Take a twist to the right. Inhale, look center, twist to the left, look center. A little drop of your right elbow, lift the left elbow high. Think about pressing your left hip down, pull yourself up. Same thing, other side. Pull yourself up and relax. And let's lie on our side. I'm gonna come to my left side first. You can do whichever one makes the most sense for you. But we want our knees bent, heels, hips, shoulders, all in one line. I'm gonna keep my head totally reclined, but if you wanna lift up, you can. And feel once more like you've got a belt around the side of your waist. Now, your tummy might not actually rise from the mat, but it's that feeling of like someone looping their finger underneath your belt and physically pulling up, or like someone's pulling on the side of your pants, trying to scoop that tummy away from the mat. If there's space, that's great. If there's not, it's okay too. You don't have to do that. That's just kind of, just so we know. But squeeze your inner thighs together, open open up across your chest. I find that it can be nice to have my hand in front of me, but I work better in my upper body if I take my hand high and envision there is a wall here that I'm pushing into, so I keep that arm nice and active. Take a big deep breath. Big sigh out. Open your top knee up to the sky. Think about your back thigh reaching towards the wall behind you. Cinch your waist, slide your fingertips up a little higher, pick up your right leg, and we're just going to do some internal and external rotation, moving the hips. So knock the knees together, try and touch your knees and wing the toe out, and then do the opposite, push your thigh back out. I pull my knees to touch, I really find that internal rotation, and then I go back to the external rotation. As much as you can, try and keep your hips, your shoulders, our whole torso nice and still. It's easy to kind of rock side to side there, but I am going for a nice, smooth open and close, finding as much internal and as much external rotation as is possible in my body. Now, the next time that we go to touch our knees together, we're going to pause and hold right there. Find that internal rotation, pull your navel in, really try and wing the toe up. Everybody's a little different. You might look very different than I do. That's okay. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, separate your thighs, keeping the internal rotation, and then close. Exhale, pull the navel to spine. Inhale, close. Exhale, push it up. Inhale, right back in. Exhale, push it up. Inhale, right back in. Last one, push it up. Bring it in, pause. Find your external rotation. Hold, navel to spine. Reach your hand overhead. Find at first a nice big stretch along our body there. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bend your elbow. Pull elbow and knee together. Inhale, straighten and touch your toes. Exhale, cinch the waist. Pull elbow and knee together. Inhale, touch your toes. Resist the feeling to curl your head, your shoulder towards your knee. I'm keeping my spine in the same space, and instead, I'm really thinking of my obliques, helping to guide my knee and elbow together. Last one. Send it out, pause, touch the toes together, reach your hand back up, press into your imaginary wall, pick up your leg, and then come into a parallel position. So our knees are even with one another. It's like we've got a block between our inner thighs. And then slowly bring your knee gently in front of you. Now your shin is kind of in line with the front or the side edge of your mat. Give your foot a little flex, pull the navel in. Pretend there's a table underneath your knee, your shin there, and it's almost like you're trying to hug the table. It's that feeling of wanting to drop the leg, but we're resisting because there's something there. There's something in the way. Belly button up and in. Take a big deep breath. Slowly straighten your leg towards the wall away from you on a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, push it out. Pause right there. Hold, stretch a little longer. Take your hand overhead and really stretch. You can actually fan open the ribs if you want to. Sometimes it feels good to almost touch my foot to the floor. You might point and really open up across the front of the body. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let that go. We're going to go ahead and go to our second side. So make your way to whatever side you haven't done yet. Like we did on our first side, we want shoulders, hips, toes in one line. Scoop the belly, lift your waist away, take your hand wherever you need to. Press into your imaginary wall, open up across your chest, find your external rotation. And then we're gonna knock the knees together and then open the toes. I find as much internal rotation as I can, and then I open it back up. And we might notice one side feels totally different than the other. That's okay, that's normal. We have imbalances in our body. And honestly, it's not as if you're ever gonna be 100% even side to side, but when we do our mindful Pilates work like this, we might realize, oh, you know what? I need to spend more time on my right side. Maybe the left side needs more mobility kind of work, waking up that side, finding as much range of motion as you can before you start exercising. Now, this time, touch the knees together, pause, wing the toe up, pull the navel and slide your fingertip higher. Take a big inhale. Exhale, part the thighs. Inhale, drag them back. Exhale, part the thighs. Inhale, drag them back. 3 more, part. Pull it back. 2 more. Pull it back. Last one. Bring it in, pause. Externally rotate the leg, navel to spine, lengthen and lift. Take a big deep breath. Slide your hand high. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Reach it out and away. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Reach it out and away. Take it at your own pace. No hurry, no rush. Are you arching your back at all? Can you pull the navel in? Can you knit the ribs towards one another just a little bit more? Are you still thinking about that imaginary belt? And someone kind of scooping and lifting their finger underneath the top edge, pulling the side tummy away. Last one out, pause. Take your hand back up. Lift the knee, find your parallel. And then drag the knee right in front of the hip, give it a flex. And again, it's that feeling of almost hugging an imaginary like table or countertop. There's a resistance as you push your leg towards the ground. And then straighten. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend. Scoop the tummy as you pull the knee back. When you straighten the leg, really push through your entire heel. Find the length through the back of the leg. Squeeze your thigh butt connection point, and then pull it back in. There we go. Again. 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Push it out and pause. Hold right there. Stretch. Reach your hand overhead. You might point the toe and start to fan open your side body. Take a big, deep, full inhale. Big breath out. Roll to your tummy. Find your stomach. I don't know if you just heard me grunt a little as I rolled over to my side, but I did. Sometimes we do that. That's okay. Hands by your side, nose pointing down. Slide your ears further away. Push into your feet. Push into your pubic bone. Inhale, roll the shoulders, a little lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll the shoulders, little lift. Inhale, drop down. Now, I typically don't lift up this high, but if it's feeling okay for our backs, our bodies, this time, press into your feet, press into your pubic bone, lift the belly button away from the mat, start to roll, begin to lift. Think of the back of the head pushing up, and you might start to straighten your arms. If that feels too much, it's okay. My low body is super active. I'm squeezing the thigh butt connection point. I'm lifting my head up and away. Take a big inhale. Big breath out. Pull the navel in, slowly drop down. 1 vertebra at a time is rolling down, just like we would in our bridge pose. We're just on our tummy. Hold there for a moment. Put your right hand away from your body and bend your left leg. I am looking to the left as I do so. Push into your left hand and twist over. Now, my foot touches the ground. Yours may or may not. It's okay. You might also find it feels nice to lift up your left hand. Sometimes I even reach the left hand a little further back behind me as I do this. When you're ready, set the hand on the ground, roll to your tummy. Slide your right hand in, take your left hand out, and again, I'm going to look to the right, bend my right leg, and start to roll back. And again, my foot touches the ground. If yours doesn't, it's okay. You might keep your right hand on the ground. You might lift it up to the sky. We might push back. And then slowly bring the hand in, roll to your belly. Bring both hands once more by your sides. Feet into the floor, pubic bone into the floor. Roll, lift into a tiny baby cobra. Not a great big one. Back of the head pushing up, chin to the chest. Take a breath. Look to the right. Look center. Look to the left. Look center. Maybe push up just a little higher, lower, down. Go ahead, push back to a child's pose. Knees can be together or apart. Maybe curl the fingertips further away. Take a nice big deep inhale. Big breath out. Walk your hands together and make a little fist with your hands. Bring the fist back towards the nape of the neck. That might feel a little funky, but this is always a nice big stretch underneath my armpits and into my back a little bit. You can curl your elbows further away from your body and then sink your sternum closer to the ground. It's like I'm pushing my hips closer to my heels. I'm pushing my sternum closer to the mat. Take a big, deep, full inhale. Big breath out. Another nice big inhale. Big breath out. Release the hands. Slowly roll yourself up to an easy seat. As always, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed class today, and I cannot wait to see you again. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Remember, you can find more videos and classes just like this by downloading our Yoga Plus app.
Welcome to Yoga Plus. Courses available from pupil to yogi. Sort by yoga, fitness, and instructors. Create your own routines. Access the pose library. Yoga Plus by Psyche Truth, available on Google Play and the App Store.
Join us for 14 and 30-day programs, hour-long classes, and much more on our yoga app, Yoga Plus by Psyche Truth. It's free to download and features a variety of wellness content, including yoga, fitness, Pilates, guided meditations, and interviews with dozens of wellness experts.